I bet you won't believe what you're about to see. My friend and I were heading home from work, but decided to take a shortcut through a swamp. Cars often get stuck there, and that's exactly what happened this time. We stumbled upon one poor vehicle completely trapped in the mud. We were shocked. Being in a swamp is dangerous, but still, we decided to take action. At first glance, we thought it was a police car, but as we looked closer, we realized it was an ambulance. Right then and there, we knew we had to clean it up and restore it, just to confirm what we'd found. We explored the vehicle to figure out how it ended up here. And to our surprise, the interior was still full of medical supplies, syringes, medications, and more. But it felt eerie. Would you even touch something like this in our place? These things once saved lives, and now they were waterlogged and forgotten. Now it was our turn to save this vehicle. We started the recovery with high spirits. And I hope yours rise too. Smash that like button. Step by step, the process began. Without us, this ambulance would have never escaped the swamp. But we still had no clue what make or model it was. If you know, drop a comment below. The good news? It seemed like water hadn't reached the engine. That meant we had a shot at starting it, though risky. What do you think? Should we have hauled it back to the shop on a tow truck? Or would you, like us, try starting it right there in the water? We pulled the spark plugs and dried them out a bit. That should help the engine fire up. My friend's a professional electrician. His connections are rock solid. Or do you disagree? Sure, there was water inside, but that's not a deal breaker. We can fix this. We couldn't wait to start cleaning and washing this ambulance. Isn't this amazing? The restoration began right there in the swamp. Soon, this ambulance would drive on its own wheels to the garage for a full wash and full restoration. And yes, we've got plenty more cool cars we've brought back to life. We'll show them later. So don't forget to subscribe. Restoring a vehicle like this is impossible without a deep, proper wash. That's why my friend scrubbed every inch with extreme care. I hope you're enjoying this process as much as we did. Incredible, isn't it? While washing, we discovered something unexpected. This ambulance was all-wheel drive. Amazing! Time for a foam wash. But we still hadn't figured out the exact model of the car. Maybe you know? Let us know in the comments, but only if you're sure. This AWD ambulance had been abandoned for years, and now look at how it's transforming. Just beautiful. I think this deserves a like, don't you? Outside, it's finally spotless. But what about the inside? Time to clean the interior. We make sure it's spotless, no dust left behind, using professional tools and the most careful approach. Tell us in the comments how you clean interiors. I think this is the most effective way. Sadly, the body had been in the swamp for so long that rust had eaten through it. But we'll deal with that too, by removing all the rust. We'll apply primer so new rust won't form. Following this method, we treat the entire body to get the best possible quality. And now it's time for paint. We want to preserve its original red color, so we mask off the parts that need protection. We also ordered original parts on Amazon, headlights and other trim pieces that were missing. And here it is, the final result. This ambulance, once abandoned in a swamp, is now running perfectly and looks brand new. I'm sure you love this restoration, so like and subscribe. After all, we've given this car a second life.